Assertion, written before we met. I would place it in a sentence, a simple assertion, a small nudge, and all hope in words, and all hope towards your understanding that there is not another life between us and our attentions, that one day is not the only. The Yellow House, 2. The yellow house holds its flag like a dishcloth. It hangs lazily bunched up on the outer facade, communicating nationhood to the lake, to the trees. They, with their branches, greet the blue with the yellow cross. The tie. Regard me honestly with everything old love can, with every walk we took on cold nights November. Graze my nose with yours. Tie the tie which you prefer, and extra button my shirt. If nothing else, we are layers of clothes to each other. We are the scarves we bought arriving in Stockholm, climbing the coast to the north it grew so bitter cold. I feel secure in this suit. Take up your mittens. It is freezing outside. I don't usually do this, but for you I'll make an exception. The puddles were thick and heavy in the road. Just the street lamps, the slow mulling of car headlamps, sources of light. Heavy rain, that street, that corner, the leaves curling and piling up. They look like dead fish in green ponds, their spines the last recognizable thing. Walking the street in the rain at night, the umbrella, I felt cinematic, and that I had to tell you. At least this is forward, I said. A message from a friend in England who's studying again, mentioning our pet theories of complex contemporary literature. I am struck with jealousy. You remind me it's extremities that count. Hat and gloves for bed. 3 pairs of socks. All I want is to sit opposite from him at a table and to detect desire in his words and to catch his contagious laugh. A man with a red face and red ginger hair, a man with large wide eyes, round like teacups stained with surprise, a short man who looks at me with an indecipherable communication, either interest, disgust, or bemusement, a man whose sideburns I greatly admire, a man whose glasses square off his face so freely, a man whose reclusive nature draws me closer to him, a man with the Guardian carrying it like a talisman, a man with a raspberry shade to his lips, a man whose central love is the dialogue in films, a man who circles me, and I wish to engage, a man with a broken sense of how to behave, a man enamoured with my love for him. The library's Georgian facade is covered in scaffolding. Lights hang from the metal joists, flickering behind the white safety mesh. The whole building looks like a slice of Christmas cake, seen through a neighbour's net curtain. Broken umbrellas, like spiders craving to be opened, but hanging back by the curbs, or crawling a little outside of their resident bins, curiously. They littered the streets of Cardiff. They punctuated my daily walks into town. When once I stayed with him, I was happy then. It was happiness. The umbrellas are linked to this. I see them in the streets, dying spiders in a variety of colours, and I smile, remembering. On a boat bound for America, chunks of ice washing ashore, pillars of white ice washing ashore. I don't know how to continue the story. A boat bound for America, a rough sailing as the Baltic, and the lace made by my grandmother, spun from worry. Her artifacts spread out across various empires. Photographs stand in frames in Western Australia. I don't know how to continue this story. I find records from the 60s in the first attic, and your eyes light up, but we cannot find a turntable, so hum the songs as best we can remember. All we have is the cold night outside the window. It is glorious.